Seconds. Hello everyone, this is my first vlog of 2026. This new year I want to commit to something bigger than I've ever committed to before, and that is training vlogs. I've been quite inspired by people like Luke Hopkins and Nick Bayer, because I really enjoy watching their videos. They're quite relaxing, and I can take away a lot from their videos because they're just filming their training and showing us their learnings. I feel like I can do something similar like that, but for golf. As you may know, I've been in golf for the past 6 years, and I've had quite a bit of success, but I've never really vlogged, let's say. So this year is a little different. I want to commit to making more training vlogs, just kind of vlogging my journey through improving myself as a person, as a golfer, and getting fitter, getting smarter. And I want to document this. I want to show this to the world and myself that, I started here, and in a couple of years time that's where I would be. So yeah, here is to that first vlog. Now, currently, I'm outside of the Mardyke Arena UCC. That's where I train most of the time. And today, I'm gonna do a little strength workout. It's just past the holiday season. We're just getting the revs in again. Today, we're gonna do a little full body strength workout, not too hard. Just kind of getting the body moving again, getting into the rhythm of things. And I'm hopefully gonna catch a couple clips. They're not allowing to film in there, but I'm still gonna try to catch a couple clips just off my training. And I'm gonna talk to you after about my training. So I look forward to starting this journey with you, and I look forward to just having fun documenting, and hopefully I can learn something and share it with you. So let's get into it. First workout. Actually, might do it barefoot. I'm such a great time to work with technique because we've been off the gym for a while, so it's so imperative to have a grip.
You are on the edge. Like, bring your foot a bit more on the edge. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
I feel like I'm kind of cheating with holding on.
Don't hold the hand. Hold my hand. Don't push with your hand, push with your calf.
Yeah, this is hard.
See, we don't train our calves.
Oh my lord.
There you go.
That's crazy.
That's it. Good.
So, welcome back. I've just arrived back home after my workout. It was a very solid workout. I'm gonna put up the stats somewhere here right now. Yeah, just these first couple weeks right now, they are very much building back up to my normal capacity. So, after getting my Whoop for Christmas, I'm really dialing back in with the recovery part of it and just allowing my body to adjust back to the training I want to be at. So this was quite an easy workout per se. Consisted of goblet squats, some bench press, some Romanian deadlift, some pull-ups, some calf raises, and some abs. It was actually a pretty nice workout. I worked out with my friend. It was awesome. And yeah, just I didn't feel like I pushed myself so hard, but at the same time I felt like I got in a good amount of work in, considering I'm also gonna have a session after this. So yeah, it's all good. Yeah, just had my lunch, so now is kind of chill time. Now is the time to go into that parasympathetic system, just rest, recover, let the body use the energy that I just put into it in order to rebuild those muscles, and then we go again in the evening for some golf. So I'll see you there. over the past however many years I've been training, I've realized that I've fallen in love with the process of getting better. The constant pursuit to improve each and every aspect of my performance, my health, my mindset. It's a very cool journey to undertake because it is something you can control. And after doing a lot of my learnings from all the different books I've read, is that one of the most important things you can do for yourself is focus on what you can control. I've spent quite a bit of time in my youth just focusing my attention to the outside, complaining about this not going my way, complaining about the time not being right. I've always, beforehand, I was quite prone to complain. Whereas now the mindset has shifted. And it has shifted towards, what are you gonna do about it? A mindset that I have to shout out a couple of books where I took it from, such as the Shot Ready by Steph Curry and Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's the mindset of, it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it that really matters. It's not what happens to you that defines you, but how you react and act on it that defines you. And it's been a long journey for me to realize this, because I've been playing golf for the past 6 years, rowed for 4 years, and perhaps I was just young and naive, but yeah, focusing internally brings so much more peace than focusing externally. I feel calmer. I feel like I can control my landscape and become better, because you're not gonna complain towards your goals. You're just gonna tweak little things, improve on them, and the results will come by themselves. I have to shout out one of my best friends, Manny, for this. We talked very recently about this, and yeah, it holds true. It is important to realize that it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it that actually matters. Now, as for the workout today, it has been the Zone 2 cardio session on the bicycle, as the weather is being a little annoying today. Bit of rain, bit of wind, bit of cold. The golf course is also closed, and I had a strength day yesterday. Yes, it would be quite easy for me to complain and be like, golf course is closed, so sad. Did my strength training yesterday, it's like, what am I gonna do? But yeah, it's here in these days where I believe champions are separated from not champions. And instead of complaining about it, I took control and was like, okay, today is this type of day. What am I gonna do about it? And I realized that, today's a perfect opportunity to focus on my cardio health and stay indoors, really reflect, really work inside. And that's how you make progress on these days. Yes, so as for the statistics, they should be somewhere on screen now. The ride was about 45 minutes. Also, one of the things I want to keep track of during this vlog series, is the progression in fitness through my Zone 2 work. So for this Zone 2 workout, I had level 4 difficulty for the majority of the ride. I had around 146, 147 beats per minute Zone 2 heart rate, and I did nearly 22 kilometers in distance during this. So the heart rate, the distance, and the difficulty is what I'm gonna be really keeping track of this vlog. And I want you to keep track as well, because as the time goes on and I build more and more fitness, I want to be able to compare to right now and be like, oh, beforehand when I was doing my zone 2 work, I was doing 146 beats per minute average at level 4 and I got to this distance. So we'll be able to see, like, maybe I up the level and my heart rate stays lower, or I'm staying at the same level but my heart rate just drops to like 130 and I'm able to maintain longer rides at lower heart rate. I'm just really excited to build that up. Looking at the recovery statistics for today, it was also a pretty good day to work out. I got a 76% recovery rate, which is okay. It's still in the green, but we want to really work on it. I was quite unlucky with the timing of yesterday because my golf training took place at 7 p.m. and then I had to drive back home and I didn't have food before the golf training, so I had to have food, and then a bunch of stuff happened, so I went to sleep quite late. So again, we're focusing on what we can control, and for next time I go golf training in the evening, we're gonna have food beforehand and ensure that it is much easier for us to fall asleep earlier the next time. Yeah, now I'm just gonna take it easy, rest, recover. I'll probably do some mobility, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow where the golf course will be open and we can hit some balls. See you then. Hello everyone, join me here in the forest. I oftentimes, I've found this new place, the forest, the trees, and it seems to be a quite a relaxing spot for me. I came here to recap on what I did today. Today I did a little strength session. It looked like, in the morning, the everything was frozen and I thought there would be no golf, but actually at around 11 o'clock today, the golf course opened. So I didn't know that, and I was already working out, so it is what it is. Guess I made the best of it anyway. The workout consisted of some pull-ups, some RDLs, some Bulgarian split squats, and some abs. I thought it was quite well. I think there was a 14 point strain on the whoop, which is quite a lot, but it was nice. I really enjoyed it. Also, speaking for the recovery statistics today, they were quite optimal. I think I was in the 80s today. I had a pretty poor sleep yesterday and the weather wasn't really helping, so yeah, I really decided to knuckle down on recovery and go harder today. So yeah, the weather seems to be improving. I'm pretty sure it's going to be raining during the weekend, but we're still going to try to get out there, hit a couple balls, and I'll cap off the week with the swim in the sea. So I look forward to seeing you there, guys. But for now, enjoy this forest. Nice shot. So this is the end of the week now. This is a Sunday, and usually it's tradition in my family that on Sundays me and my dad go for a swim in the sea, like a cleansing, as you could say. However, today we have some bad weather, some winds and some rain. Therefore, I'm going to do the cold exposure here inside in a cold shower. And before I do this, I wanted to leave you with a few words. I think the theme of this week was, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that really matters. And I just think it's such a powerful message, because it gives you the power back, knowing that whatever situation you're thrown into, whatever cards you're dealt, you're still able to perform to your best and maybe get lucky and proceed to the highest levels. So thank you guys for this week, and let's go for it. Coldest setting. See you in the next one. Ooh.